What's going on, guys? So we are actually headed to, oh man, I don't even have my mic on, so hopefully you can hear me. We are actually headed out to look at a machine today. We're going to look at a T595 Bobcat skid steer track machine. We're headed out there to, I picked up a hose yesterday on it, and I got the right fittings for it, because the customer was having some issues, talked to the wrong guy at the local Napa, and ended up getting the wrong fittings that ended up leaking everywhere. So anyways, we got the right stuff. We're headed out to put this hose back on. Hopefully after 4 days of different issues with the skid steer, this customer will be happy and I will get a fat check out of it. But we're about to go find out, so we will see you there in a minute. Reason I hate working for other people is I've been sitting here for almost an hour waiting for the customer to come open the gate. Waiting on the customer. He had to go run back to his place. But I have never worked on these Bobcats until this week. I do not actually know how to use the quick attach. I literally have tried 1,000 things. So, in the meantime, we'll wait till he gets here, so we can figure out how to unhook this and hook this grapple bucket up, hook the hydraulics up, make sure nothing's leaking, and then we'll be on our way. What's going on, guys? So good morning. We're back in the shop today. As you saw from the intro, we were out working on a Bobcat skid steer this morning, but today we're back in the shop. We need to get some things done. We're going to start by hopefully knocking out this four-wheeler right here. This Kawasaki came to me leaking oil where the clutch adjustments are. I'll show you that actually. It's actually leaking oil right there, and we're going to, we finally have been struggling for the last week or so trying to find the actual adjustments, but we finally found them, and we tested them out, and I think I did something wrong. We're going to try to readjust it again because it would not go anywhere at that point. Not just leaking, it would not go anywhere. And actually, looks like we're not leaking anymore. So that's the problem. Now if we can just get it adjusted right, then we won't be leaking oil anymore, and we'll be going forward. After that, the next thing we'll do, hi buddy, hey Argos, how you doing today? You okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this machine apart. This rear end, actually there's a screen on the sump on this side, there's a filter on that side right there. And we're gonna start working on this. This tractor came in with an issue of, it came in with the issue that the hydraulics are jumpy. So the front end hops, the steering kind of jerks around, the rear end hops when you lift the hitch. So what happens to these machines is that sump screen gets filled up with crap, either water or other things. Maybe they ran around with the brakes on too much or something like that. You got clutch dust in that screen. So anyways, we're going to clean that out, replace the fluid, and hopefully that'll clear up our issue with that. But that's what we're going to get started on today.
hopefully we can get both of these knocked out today. That would be great. Just picked up another machine from my neighbor. I'm going to take a look at it for him, as well as we've got a generator we really need to get finished. It's my father-in-law's having an issue trying to get it done. It's some funky stuff's going on. It'll run on choke, but other than that, it's not running very well. This one will be on for another day. That is a injection pump. I actually need to call the guy. I finally got the injection pump sent out to the builder, and he's going to take a look at it for me. But I didn't send any notes in the package, so they probably are wondering what they need to do to that pump. And it actually should be delivered today. Today is Monday. Let's kick it. Let's get it done. Let's get going. So I need to explain a little bit about what just happened. I started draining the fluid and nothing was coming out the final drives, which is okay. These tractors are weird. I just had that Kubota in here that kind of had the same weird setup. It had like 3 different drain plugs, trans, final drives, like rear end, like actual hydraulics. And both final drives had one, so there's 4 drain plugs. Pull the plug off the sump and see what happens. But I went to pull the plug off and it was like it was just past hand tight, so it wasn't very tight at all. So I only maybe lost a quart when I drained the final drive, so I was like, I'll just try it, see what happens. And the same thing, it's still jumping. So now we're gonna actually drain the whole rear end. So. In case you missed it, we've got fluid coming out now, and this is why. I'll show you a better picture later, but as you can see, as I pull it out, it starts flowing. A lot better, a lot better. So I'm actually gonna take it back in for now, because I don't want to have to deal with all the fluid everywhere. That'll work. I'll let it drain slowly, but figured out the issue, and I'll show you more in just 1 second. Well, as you can see, you probably saw in the video, I think we found our problem. It seems to be pretty not so good. As you can see, it's pretty bent. Can't see it, but it's pretty bent on the inside too. I'm gonna talk to my buddies up at the dealership and see if it's worth probably just ordering a new one. They're not terribly expensive, but I don't think this is repairable. I mean, you can see the suction it had on it. So we will we'll move on to the next thing for now. I found an expert to talk to you about this clutch, and he's not doing a really good job with actually setting me up with good information. So we're gonna try one more trick, and as you saw, it literally like didn't even move. So we're gonna try one more trick and see what happens. So we got her going, we got her running, but she decided to stop. Now, I think our issue with this necessarily isn't over. We encountered it running down. Now, I think it's because it's low on fluid, and apparently when they're low on fluid, they get hot, they want to shut off. So I don't know. Like I said, this is the first four-wheeler I really worked on. I've literally never had one, and so I've never even thought about one. So I need to do some more research on it. The company I'm using to get information from just isn't all that great. They're not doing just this person that I'm dealing with isn't doing that great of a job. So I'll have to wait and see what they have to say. But I think that's going to be about it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and try to edit this video, get it done. As for that tractor, we just need to order the sump in the morning. I can't find the part number on the John Deere website for the parts lists, so on this specific tractor. So I'm going to have to call up there and see what their parts guys have to say. As far as everything else, I think that's pretty much it for today. So we will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.